They still are missing. They need a big source of physical damage to dump into that chronosphere, and I wonder if they're thinking about a hero like SF.
Well, SF kind of fits the profile, but I don't think they need more damage in Chrono. They have every damage in the world they need right now.
So magic damage, sure, but I still think I know. Look, the games at this major, right? Average game time so far at this major under 34 minutes. So it's actually been quicker than the minor, and that's part of why this entirely magic damage in the chronosphere, that's viable. You don't have to worry about necessarily scaling into late game physical as you ordinarily would in Dota. I still want some insurance policy.
Okay. So you're basically saying we just need backup in case we go really far into the late game. Yeah. Now Team Secret going to grab that Medusa that we mentioned very early on, said to keep our eyes out to it. Does this hint at all that maybe that insurance policy would be even more valuable in your mind, Nahas?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when you pick a Medusa, you've got the late game. The big counter that we've seen in this tournament, OD is off the board. AM is not pickable when you already have a Void. It's just very strong anti-synergy going into the Chrono. I wonder if like the meme Huskar pick is in play for EHOME.
It could be. They have a last pick if they want to play it fast. Not the best tower damage. That's my only concern. You have a Jakiro. None of the other heroes provide any kind of tower damage unless you get an Echo Saber on Darkseer and just hit the towers plus a talent damage. Just kidding. Don't do that. So they're gonna have the last pick. And OD is out of the pool.
The other thing that they can do is pick a Razor and try to punish the Medusa in lane.
I've seen EHOME's draft a couple of times against Medusa, OD. You just try to outrange him and go for a sniper.
10 seconds.
Oh, sniper!
I feel like sniper is sometimes really a good pick, especially in these kind of scenarios where, or they could go for a different kind of approach, get something like a Pugna. Maybe the Decrypify works miracles against I mean, it's gonna be. We can hear the Russian casters as well. They're just sniper.
Yeah. I still think I worry a lot.
There it is.
About,
they banned out sniper.
Okay. Yeah, I would worry a lot about sniper getting tossed back and doomed out of Shadow Blade. That's the other thing you have to worry about. You've got two pretty strong initiations over on Secret.
During this draft, Lacoste has winked at me like 80 times. Every time he's ready, he just looks at me.
You get used to it.
Oh, man. It is really funny getting to hear the Russian casters, too, though. Sometimes you'll hear everybody just screaming the same thing at the same time, regardless of language. But right here, we're moving deeper into reserve. We do see that sniper band coming out. How does Team Secret round out their comp?
I mean, I think you can go something really safe, like a Jug pick here. Even a TB feels really, really bad because of all the magic damage. I guess Jug into Void is not great.
They need a hero that does well against these two melee heroes. I was thinking about the Monkey King, but I'm not sure about.
Okay.
But this is a good pickup, so there's going to be probably a safe lane. They can rotate around, but a good pick overall. They don't have. That's one of the reasons why they banned out Ember Spirit, because they lack lockdown. So it's going to be in a really good puck game.
Yeah, throw back to Killer Instinct, right? They needed a combo breaker. Yeah. Okay, they needed a way to disrupt EHOME's spell combo when they're going to pump all this damage into the Chronosphere. The puck can get into the back lines, get its silence off, and really prevent EHOME from having that crisp, clean team fight.
They could grab a Dragonite. It's always good against DK puck,
so
their tower damage. It feels all right, and he could even tank the Doom. If you initiate with the Chronosphere, you're not afraid of the Doom. And Dragonite, once he pops his ulti, he can just stand there and tank the Doom.
I think, again, it's EHOME, so you think about the Huskar, but I think Dragonite is the best pick here.
Drow Ranger. You may now select.
I looked at that. They have done this before. They run a lot of Drow, but it doesn't have necessarily the heroes that's going to benefit from that precision or attack speed.
Yeah, I don't like it. I thought about it because I saw some of the drafts with the Drow Ranger. It doesn't feel that good because the only hero who benefits from it is actually Jakiro, and that's really not effective.
So, I will say this. ASD is actually, his gusts are really good.
Oh, yeah.
And the gust really screws with puck.
What do you think all the reasons are, though, for locking in that drow at the end? I feel like you were completely on board with the draft until the drow does come in.
I mean, I've actually seen him, ASD, I've actually seen him get the gust talent, right?
Oh,
you asked you looked at me.
Don't look at him. So the question was, why Drow Ranger? I guess they needed more control. Silence against these heroes is going to do good, but I'm afraid for Drow Ranger not having any synergy with other heroes.
Agreed.
Okay. All right. So now we've gotten to take a look at the draft. We just saw previously one of the most exciting matchups that we could have hoped for, and we're still in the upper portion of the bracket, which promises to be great. Dota, I do want to give a major shout out to SAP for providing us with all of the analytical support throughout this event, but I don't care about the numbers. Let's just get into the game and let's see who's going to take it. EHOME versus Secret.
I don't care about the numbers either, apart from 520, the number of the tournament. Hi, Kyle. We're here for EHOME versus Team Secret.
Indeed we are. I'm excited. The winner obviously goes up against Virtus Pro.
Yep, who are looking unstoppable at the moment.
I've called them a machine for a while. I think I'm going to just stick to that because they really are just unstoppable. But
yeah, don't call them a machine. You make Richard really jealous.
That's true. Man.
How do you like the draft? The Drow Ranger pickup, man. Let's start here because we were debating off camera as well, like what's going to be the best hero to go with this.
I thought they wanted Sniper.
Yep.
Toby thought they wanted Sniper, so you know that
they banned Sniper 5th, hence we didn't get that. No Invoker pickups.
In a vacuum, Drow looks great against Secret's lineup. The problem is there isn't that much synergy. Sure, you have the ET for the damage amp if he gets in melee range, but otherwise, like there just isn't any synergy with the EHOME lineup. And I love the decision from Secret to take that Medusa and then the puck.
I love this from EHOME. They wait a little bit and then they just tip the crap out of mid one. It's like, by the way, we're going to focus you in this game. It was the 5th pick from them.
And the thing that I like here that VP did in the previous game as well, they're neutralizing the Elder Titan. Who do you care about? Like, how do you actually get a good stomp off when Doom can consistently, again, Doom is the counter to ET. How do you stop a punk? Wow.
A punk?
How do you stop
a punk?
A puck?
You shave his head.
True. In addition, like Tiny has no real base armor. Medusa, because of the way Mana Shield functions, it's before reductions that you actually lose the mana, right?
Yeah.
So you don't really care about losing your armor.
Are you actually hoping this is a Deucer that buys a Kaya?
I am, actually.
Is that what you're gonna push for right now? For any team that's watching back at the hotel right now, we're still waiting for a Deucer to buy a Kaya.
Hey, so far I've only seen it win, just saying. I think if there was a game for it, this would be it, just because Deuce is inevitably going to be forced to be tanky. Like, you're going to have to tank some damage. There's going to be a Chrono. There's going to be an Ion Shelled Void, which is one of the things that makes Void just a lot more effective. He's a very low damage core without some sort of steroid or a ton of time to acquire a bunch of items. And that Ion Shell and the ET Spirit, they really help a lot. And Jakiro Void as well. Really great natural synergy.
Yep. Before we actually get totally into the game, I want to ask you about one of the wards. It's the defensive one that was placed by EHOME, just south of the bottom rune. And I kind of want like why this one? It gave them no information about anyone coming in. It sees their side. Is it looking for the rotation of Shaman?
Yep.
Oh
sure.
wow, mid one. He's like. Not surprising, the puck wants to get aggressive against a Drow Ranger. Drow Ranger is not a very strong hero in the laning phase. Tries to come back in, ASD, but now in range of the tower. Mid one has no phase shift. He has to Fairy Fire to make sure he stays up at a decent amount of life, and they're TPing in support. Jakiro, he's got Dual Breath. He'll try and do it through the trees. Nope. But he'll try and make sure the puck doesn't get instantly back into the lane. That's why he has to Illusionary Orb. Illusory Orb. I gotta stop putting the ION at the end of it. Illusory Orb away to safety. See, people don't think I listen to feedback.
I like how they laned this on Secret. You put 2-range bottom, the Medusa and the Rasta up against a Void. Rasta has, with the double Fairy Fire, 82 base damage, and that's very annoying for a Void that prefers to have heroes that need to harass with spells, so that you can just, queue them off. And 2-range mean that you're just going to be able to dominate this lane, and thus Jakiro's actually left You effectively have a Void off lane now, and up top, sure, you've got to have Faith Beyond Darkseer, who's going to free farm, but he's up against a Doom. We saw this yesterday as well. At a certain point, Doom hits 6, Darkseer's dead if he ever catches that.
Yep. Sorry, I didn't actually get a, I don't think I actually heard the answer from you about the Observer.
Oh yeah, sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah,
it's to prevent the rotations, because Rasta and Puck is going to land. Like, Drow is a very, very squishy mid-hero, and you will die to a Rasta rotation.
I was just interested to see, like, why it was that far to the side as opposed to just being, like, further to the right of the cliff, where you can, see
both
the room.
paths. It's very, like, you see how it catches, like, a little bit to the shrine, so you can't actually, like, run through that, the other path
you can't
to
go
find
through
the kill.
You can't go through the south.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, bottom lane, Tiny can just move over. They look towards the Elder Titan. Not the greatest chaining of abilities. This will actually give time for the ET to walk away. 4 stick charges, still not enough to live. Puppey will find the kill, even though they didn't layer properly with the stuns.
I really, really like this decision, because if there's a win condition for EHOME, it's going to be a really fat void. And at the moment, Secret doing everything they can to shut him down. And at the same time, you give your own win condition, this Nisha Medusa, complete free farm.
I love this. The Dire Observer Ward blocks the pull point that the Darkseer wants to try and utilize. So Faith Beyond dragged the creep wave down and then realized he had nothing to farm it on.
Yep, this is the new, because remember when Darkseers were just like
They're going again on bottom.
Oh.
You've got Jakiro shackled up. This time they get the layering right, and they needed to. Puppey will kill Secure for the first time. Normally that's the YAPSOR trait.
Yep.
Well, they do find the kill.
And it's very difficult for Elder Titan to play into this lane, because they don't have any other disables. So if he gets that big spirit and runs in, he gets shackled, he gets stunned, and he gets killed.
And they just saw the Observer Ward get placed as well. That's going to be extra money coming back to Team Secret, and the removal of Vision.
And Darkseer, sure, you're free farming, but I would argue that Doom is way more valuable to receive total free farm.
It's also the levels for the Doombringer, right? Like, he's got 3 points up in the Devour. It's just farm it up. And the Darkseer is, like, we've seen Faith Beyond just totally exploit, but that's because he's also getting neutral camps farmed up at the same time.
Yeah, but Doom still has more net worth because Devour, and he's also farming that one hard camp.
Yep. Faith Beyond at least, okay, he's found a way around it. He's double stacked one of the camps on the side, so he'll drag him down this way and start his own farm. That's one way. That's one way to get more efficient. Can never shut down Faith Beyond. Guy's been a god.
It works, but
So does the Observer Ward.
I've seen this matchup a couple times, Toby, and I love the Secret lineup. I think they outscale EHOME, and I don't know if trading is effective when you're losing your tri-lane as they are.
Puppey's getting forced away on the bottom. That Observer Ward scattered out the movement of YAPSOR. He was looking to try and gank up on mid. That's why ASD's back at the tier 1 tower, just body blocking, trying to keep the creep wave in an unfavorable position for Tani to rotate. But they want to fight. In 5 seconds, the bounty runes are going to spawn up. Faith Beyond will get both of the ones up on top, and it looks like YAPSOR will be able to get both the ones on bottom. Even though Innocence, Shackle's available, YAPSOR didn't actually go for the rune. He's turned around. He doesn't actually need to be there. Nisha will be able to find that kill onto Innocence.
I really would have liked to see Faith Beyond pick up a bottle there. I think it's a really value item when no one else on your team is looking to buy one, and he would have been able to easily grab both bounties. Instead, going to go for the Rush Arcanes with the Ring of Health. Most likely going to go for perhaps another record-breaking Crimson Guard purchase, but...
Zai, go a little bit further to your right. He's devouring a creep, and like a little bit further of a walk, he could pick up the bounty runes.
Bear in mind, Crimson Guard does not block ward damage, so it's not as effective as you would think it is. It's good against the Medusa, but there's a lot of magic damage on the side of Secret, and
they actually have almost nothing that can clean up those Mass Serpent Wards quickly.
Yep.
Like, Drow Ranger attack speed is the nice thing, but if Drow's in range of the Serpent Wards, then you're probably in range of Puck or Rasta Initiation.
And a cool thing about Secret is that they always stress the game of their supports. Zai, one of the more unselfish offlaners in Dota 2, and I would argue, not argue, but I think they have the most average net worth as a percentage of their whole team on their 4 and 5. Puppey, he's such a talented player. That one item he picks up, whether that's a halberd, force, a ghost scepter, he always seems to put it to the optimal use, and I think we'll see more of that in this game just because of how well they're doing in this tri lane. Look at that, 1,000 advantage on the enemy 5.
And Puppey wants to come in and de-ward that Observe ward that's on the hill. The Dire Observer actually saw the defensive EHOME ward that was replaced to watch those rotations. So instead, with a pull happening, this puts Ego in a bit of a rough position behind the tower. They just want to clean up the creeps. ET's nearby, and Jakira's here as well, and Faceless Void thinks about jump forward. To get a time dilation, maybe they can slow down someone enough to get the kill, but Nisha rotates out of the lane and the support.
One of the downsides of the EHOME lineup. Who makes plays? Toby? They don't have a single hero that can actually move around the map and find a kill. Whereas Secret, their whole team, with the exception of Nisha, can be aggressive.
Okay, I agree with this, but doesn't EHOME play the other way around?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
They're not great for rotations, but their team fight. A Darkseer Vac into a big Chronosphere, combine it with the ET Splitter, combine it with Macro Pie, combine it with the range damage that can come in. Is that really done already?
Holy shit. Doom has Midas phase boots at 7 minutes into the game. He rushed a Might. Like, what do you think? Who's happier with complete free farm in this top lane? Who do you think?
You just look at the net worth. Like, we're 7 minutes into the game. We can even get off the last hits and denies. We can look at the net worth. 4.7k on the Doombringer. 3.8k for the Darkseer. There's been no rotations into this lane. This is just how the lane works. Now Puck trying to orb over, trying to help out. Shackles out from Puppey. Ice Path will cancel it. They'll get the dual breath off as well. So Puppey dropping low. Dream Coil. Dro will just stand her ground. So much support from EHOME, and Team Secret had no way out of there.
Really well played there. Faith Beyond just hovering in the jungle, does not expect him to be there, and they turn it around. And that's, as you said, that's how EHOME plays Dota in this game. Secret is going to be the aggressor. They want to make moves like that, but not lose the core. It's fine to lose a support, make that move, force 4 heroes into the same part of the map, but you always have to expect EHOME will respond, bait that, and then make a play elsewhere.
You've also got the other big advantage. The fact that Draw Ranger was not really contested as heavily in the mid. The ganks, because the defensive observer was from EHOME, didn't pressure ASD out. He can go into the jungle and start the farm. This allows Jakiro or ET to find levels, as the Dro just has this, like, well, kind of almost like BS ability of the 20% proc chance to get the instant kill on anything, ancient or not. And they're looking at their own camps and, okay, no, it's not blocked. It will spawn.
Middle tower is under attack.
Let me, I just, again, point to the top lane and the itemization. You have a Vanguard. Oh, hang on, Void. Nah,
he's totally all right. I'm actually really surprised that Puppey hasn't de-warded that Observer yet. It's free gold. Now they go for the secondary Shackle. He's got Time Walk and 9-1 charges available, so there's no pressure to be applied. In fact, now Jakiro just moves over, tries to add pressure towards the Deucer. Can burn off a lot of that mana shield, especially when you get a little bit more control time. Faith Beyond moves over. Iron Shell onto Ego. Now Nisha with a little bit more problems, but Doombringer arrives. He gets the Doom off, but it's over on the Darkseer. They want a hero that can probably tank through this, while the Faceless Void goes over to the tree lines. 3 seconds till time walking, just reposition, but Doom is still bloody strong. Level 10 Doombringer just charges down the Jakiro, and Ego will TP away to safety.
This is the thing. His itemization means that he can be active. He's invested. He's got his late game under control. Max Devour and a Midas. He doesn't need to hit Crypts for the rest of the game. He'll be farmed. Faith Beyond, yeah, you've got a Vanguard. You're tanky, but they're just ignoring you. No one's going to target a Darkseer in this game. They're just going to accelerate and try and kill your teammates, notably the ASD Drow.
Do you like the Lotus Rush build as well from the Darkseer? Like, this is like his answer back to Zai.
I don't like it. I think you need auras. I feel like you've got to be the one buying the Vlads.
It's a defense, right? Like, EHOME need the aggression. They want Force Arms. They want Blink Daggers. They want to be the initiator.
You can remove the silence, but yeah, you could reflect the Doom, but the guy is still getting doomed.
They're looking for the kill on Yapsor on top lane, but he's inside the trees. They don't have the exact vision, but with the silence and the cold arrows, difficult for the Tiny to get away. He'll turn for the Avalanche. He needs to stop the damage and then just tosses Innocence out of the fight. This is it's interesting to still watch this itemization, so you understand the mindset they have going into the fights. So Lotus Orb, make it difficult for Zai to initiate,
but
and gives confidence probably for the Void to jump in and ensure you get that chrono off.
I just love this.
Sorry, he's switched to Crimson now.
I think it's okay, but Secret's not going to be trying to take any team fights anytime soon. Medusa's just trying to farm. They are very confident taking this into the late game. You have Drow and Void as your only real sources of damage, and one of them is going to get doomed, and the other is going to just get ran at.
Yep.
And plus, you have a Dusa. This is the tankiest hero in
Jump
Dota.
in. Chronosphere, looking for a solo kill over on Puppey. Not exactly what you want from your first Chrono output, but especially if you don't get the kill. One more attack, Puppey. You'll still do considerable damage back to Ego. So they stop the Shaman from getting experience. And they do slow down the Mass Serpent Ward level.
Remember, Nisha he is probably the, he might be the best Medusa, I don't know for sure, but he's certainly the most experienced. I remember when he was playing with Team Kingwin, that Polish team a way while back, they would first to this hero every game it was available because he's just so confident and talented with his farming rotations. Like even right here, just farming in the triple camp location, stacking Ancients himself. He's very efficient and he knows this hero's limits.
Well, he also knows there's no pressure on the mid tower. Drow Ranger is, like, with the old Drow Ranger, with the marksmanship being in agility, you're always pushing buildings very early on. Now, EHOME are just using the mid lane as a level farm up, and ASD was even using TP scrolls to bounce from one shrine to the other, from one farming area to the other. Secret, come to invade, and what a great time to move off it. Drow Ranger has hit level 12, so now you got the 30% proc chance. Farming continues. Meanwhile, Jakiro dies. He can ice path them by a little bit of time, but he's dead. Guaranteed.
Again, point. What is EHOME can't make plays, Toby. Their only hope is to respond, and this is sort of like the new NFL. The offense is given all the advantages. It's much easier to play when you can just say, "Oh, that guy, I stunned him. Let's kill him."
Okay, so I'm kind of feeling like I'm playing devil's advocate here because I'm with you with the whole Team Secret, the one to make plays. But how much damage does Team Secret need to do before EHOME really start to care? Like, the Doombringer is getting completely out of control. His net worth's through the roof. But now you come into a defensive position around the tier 2 towers, combining with the ET splitter.
52 health regen, Toby.
They're underneath the Mass Serpent Wards, but now Jakiro, he still wants to get the front line, keeping his eye back. Yapsol, that's heavy damage on him. With a rotation of mid one, they can get the kill onto Innocence, and then even the Dream Coil. ASD has no other choice but to turn, but it's a double silence. Puppey will get the Hex off. Buyback comes in from the ET. They want to fight, but where is the Faceless Void? Still up on top lane. His Chrono comes off cooldown. Right now is Yapsol throwing the Darkseer into the Avalanche. Stun, they'll back, making sure there's no TPs away, so ASD at least can get the kill out. So both supports go down, and Doombringer is actually in trouble. He is not going to have the speed to get away. Even with the movement speed advantage, it is going to be the Doombringer going down, and ASD with the double kill. Team Secret forced the issue, and that fight happened without Void.
Exactly. Well, the Medusa wasn't there either, bear in mind. And
that is true.
Void did show up eventually. Nisha is hard farming, however, and he farms significantly faster. He maxed out Split Shot before he'd even put 4 points in Mystic Snake. He's ricing at a pretty much peak Medusa. Void has 2 Wraith Bands and Treads.
But this
no farming mechanic either.
This Drow range is finding ways around it. I'm not as certain about the build-up into Shadowblade for the Drow Ranger. It's kind of like he's becoming the initiator now.
Well, it's very good against Puck, because if you hunt him with a blink, he's just going to juke it with the phase shift. But if you come out of Shadowblade...
and you hit him with a gust.
He's just dead.
Nice Observer Ward. Innocence has no way to juke this out, especially as Puppey moves over. They'll get the first silence, and Elder Titan, it's pretty heavy to get through. 10 stick charges. He'll try and dodge the orb, so gets hit by it, stomp, and then TP. No! X from Puppey, too good.
The bounty runes will get scooped up as well.
Void will be able to take the top tier 1 tower while that goes on. Trying to ensure the last hit, able to claim it. Building in for Yasha. And then Manta style full.
It's okay. I like it in this game because you can cleanse the silence, and it's also definitely one of the better farming items for Medusa to pick up early for the Manta spam, shove out some waves.
I'd still like to see more damage coming in from the Drow Ranger. She's going Yasha now.
This is troubling. You have a ward behind the tower is secret, and you've already set up. I don't know if you can make this play.
Mid one, there's your first attack into the gust, but Yapsor creates the space by hitting the avalanche. Puppey with the double ward. Double control. Nisha will come in to say hello. It looks like Darkseer has found a way back out, back into a 3-man wall, but it's already too late.
And there you can see the wards do so much damage to Darkseer. Block, it does not affect ward damage, and he just dies. Like, man, that was a great play from Secret. And that first Shadowblade reveal backfires mightily.
Yep. But it was the right target. It was the way they wanted it to happen at the start, but they just weren't ready for the Tiny.
I just don't know how EHOME's going to do damage. Secret,
Yeah.
not only are you in a position where if the game increase, whoa, replay, yeah.
Yeah, replay.
I mean, we know what happens. He drops the wards, everybody dies. You can see, like, cool. Secret, they have the ability, if the game just continues and no one fights, right? You call a truce, let's farm as fast as we can. Secret's going to go up in net worth lead exponentially.
Yep.
They are the ones that can find kills. They win in the late game.
Yeah.
And they can shove waves faster. It's just so much easier for them to play Dota. They've only lost one tower. They've already taken a tier 2 bottom.
And their advantage is just through the roof. It's 8,000 in the gold. It's about 3.8k in experience, but this gold advantage through the Doombringer gives you those auras to even push high ground. 95% efficiency, that's what we want to see. 3 more before he pays them all off. And yeah, Team Secret, you're right. They've got everything they need to win. I just want to see if EHOME can ever really get the initiation they want. Not these solo pickoffs. It's the team fight when Team Secret go high ground.
Yeah, and well, here's the thing. I love how Zai's playing this. It's a little different from Pasha, who was going for the more initiator style Doom. He is so farmed, he can go the aura style, and that is 15% from the Vlad's, 30% from the pack leader's aura of the wolf he hit. That's a ton of damage for Adusa, who's attacking every target in range. And this is something, steroids benefit heroes like Dusa and Gyro more than any other heroes in Dota. And this is the dream. You got a player like Nisha on your Dusa.
I should just bring him back in range. So he's plus 32 without the Pack Wolf aura. And I think I actually saw up near 100. Oh, hello. Faceless Void, quick jump away. Puppy was nearby. If they knew a little bit earlier if this wasn't nighttime, Puppy would have got the instant hex.
Yep, it is plus 70 damage when he is near Doom. That is damage is just so valuable. If you think about that in gold, that's more than a sacred relic. All right, that's like 4,300 gold of damage.
He went for the D-Ward, but didn't stop Yapsor. It was a blind blink, but they knew Faceless Void was still there, and they kill him off. The Ice Path won't create space. Zai still waiting for a good target. Didn't want to doom anybody. They get the buyback out from Faceless Void. They want a chrono, they want to fight, but then he gets doomed. Walked right into point blank on Zai, who was waiting for the perfect target, which, hilariously enough, it was the Void.
No, look, he switched it up for an ice armor, so now you just have an indestructible Medusa. He's got near 40 armor.
Man, they're going to go again. Dream Call back line, so good from Team Secret. EHOME was on the hill above the tier 2 tower, hoping for that initiation when Void's chrono, when the Doom wore off, but there's nothing to be gained from it.
Yep. This is just a straight up outdraft, outplay, outclass from Secret.
Yep.
Perfectly executed game 1, and I think they're going to close this out right here.
I love how mid-one even jumps down the bottom lane, cleans off the creep wave, so the bottom lane pushes down a little bit further their way. These small little things that just all start to add up and give Team Secret the mid lane. They're away from the Mass Serpent Wards. Chrono's still available. Without Drow Ranger, they've got no damage. So you back Macro Fire, Chrono Spear with the ET Splitter. This is the combination they wanted to, but they're tanking through it. Doom is alive through it. He'll walk away, and Nisha, he just throws out the Mystic Snake, gets a lot more of his mana back again. Now the Stone Gaze, they're looking to disengage. They haven't taken the melee ranks. Drow Ranger actually bought back. She had almost no time left on her buyback time. So they wanted to have her in the fight, but she never did any damage in it.
No,
wait, she had like 5 seconds. That's a replay counter to look at.
They threw everything and the kitchen sink at both of the tanky cores of Secret. Doom was never in any danger of dying, and if Nisha had gotten a snake off on more than one target,
yep.
He would have left the fight at half mana.
So we take that as the positive side for EHOME.
16k gold.
EHOME split up so only one target got hit by Mystic Snake.
My God.
Yeah. Team Secret are firmly in the driving seat, and what I was looking for from EHOME, the big combination, the team fights which bring a team back, which is normally like centered around Magnus. Here's that moment again. So the VAC, the Chronosphere, 13 seconds, commits the buyback, but there's no follow where mid-one gets this silence. Void can't stand in the fight. He doesn't have enough damage.
It's just not doing. Mid-one, he has Yules now. This won't work.
Yeah, they go for the Gust, Arrow. Oh, he just blinks away. He didn't even need to Yule set.
And look at where his team is. Mid-one can link towards mid incredibly quickly. They're just going to kill some wards and maybe look to push mid, but Shrine could be safer. However, you got to be confident in Nisha. I don't think you can die here.
It's Haystrewn Puck. His job is to do exactly what we've seen Pucks do at this tournament. Clean the waves out so quickly. Darkseer's counter push is normally quite good. doesn't function against this.
Yeah.
Iron Shell, as many creeps as you want, it's not going to push faster.
It's just such a cerebral game from Secret. They dealt with the ET in numerous aspects of their draft. They crushed the Void in the laning phase while also giving Nisha their win condition, complete free farm. And oh, you want to free farm Faith Beyond? What the hell have you done in this game? We have a Doom.
Found himself a target. It's going to be the ET, a quick stomp, but then a push back with the 4-star won't help him. Darkseer actually commits wall at this point. Nisha will kill off the illusions. Faith Beyond, he can back him back in again and create another one. And Dusa will just take the extra 5 for it? Sure, okay. But you see the mentality. Like, ASD has now gone to the dire jungle to try and farm this one up. While you see Team Secret take Roshan. You're still trying to play catch up on the Drow Ranger.
And it's...
But you have to go through an Aegis Immortal Dusa, I assume?
Yeah, this game is pretty much... I think it's impossible personally, but I've been proven wrong many times before.
You can see what happens from EHOME. They're looking for the fight. Roshan's very low. And Team Secret, even when Roshan's at 2.3k, they move back. They do not take the fight. There's smoke up from EHOME. They're not showing any of the lanes. And in fact, the Dream Call on bottom. Dust is available. And Drow Ranger cannot TP out. She will end up going down. They ensure the last hit goes to mid one. Just because, hey, why not? And now they're happy to go into Roshan. There's no Dream Call. There's no Drow Ranger. Even if you do get a 3-man chrono, there's no damage.
I'm sure the win probability right now has got to be Secret favored like 98, 99%. It's a great decision to back from that Roche pit. Okay.
Wow, really? They give him 18%?
Hey, that's because maybe they get wiped in the pit. Maybe you do lose that huge team fight to the Wombo combo. Avoid that. Don't all stand in the one place you can get AoE down.
Hey, Doom's already gone through 1/3 of his Scorched Earth. Maybe that regeneration doesn't exist. But if he gets caught inside the Chronosphere just like before, which they have proven they can get with the ET splitter. ET's great at defending, but there's your Darkseer wall. Now that looks like a nice position, but they need the back. Look at Doom. He moves away. There's only the Deucer for the Chronosphere at the moment. Make all the copies you want. This will help a little bit with the defense. Mass Serpent Wards in 13 seconds, but they can just wait out the wall.
Yeah. Do you think Secret forgot Shrines? Now they remember.
Yeah. No.
Oh, well. Oh, we have found a wolf, though. That's huge. He had the regen creep. Oh, yeah. Now he's going to have the pack leader aura once again. This makes the Roche much faster, and they're in a...
They actually burned the wards the second time. I thought they would have saved him for the push. But Puppy doesn't want to take any risks.
The Deucer with Aegis, you saw how hard it was to kill him once. How did you do it twice?
Has anyone got a 4-star?
You got Hurricane Pike, give it 3.
Yeah, you got Blink. That'll work.
And once again, mid one going for the bot. So he's all about pushing waves, don't get split pushed. Now you have the ability to 5-man because the Deuces picked up that Aegis. And it's just a very cerebral, very methodical, well thought out game from Secret.
Yep. They still need to take the lane of Rax. Like, the damage they did in mid is being repaired at 5 a second against the melee. So they still haven't claimed what they need to. So there's still options for EHOME, especially when they're able to get a good ice path onto Yapsor. He's got Ghost to protect himself, begins his own TP. ET Stomp will cancel that, and now the Drow Ranger looks for the attack. It's a Eul Scepter up to the air from the Jakiro, ensuring the secondary attack as well. And that's some good money into ASD. It's 280. It's not as much as you'd like.
Yeah, that death will cost them 1 bounty rune, but they will be able to claim the other one on the top side. So 3 bounties going to Secret. Their lead's now 22,000 gold, increasing at a rate of just about 1,000 per minute. Very impressive.
But it wastes time, right? Like, you've got the Aegis, the Immortal. You're probably still looking to go up. Instead now, Nisha just goes inside the jungle. It's like, all right, well, I better farm up the rest of my butterfly as a critical thing. We're still ahead, and when you're ahead, get further ahead. As long as you're not going to lose the game. Yeah, they're probably not. Like a Manta-style Faceless Void, no Mask of Madness.
No way to pierce through the evasion either for forever, really. There's no MKB that's going to come out in this game.
And now he's getting Diffusal Blade. So this is at least a nicer option against Nisha. So they can try and start to burn away some of that mana inside. But
TP coming in, but you're in a rough position.
Lotus Orb, the counter hex, he literally did it to himself.
Out of mana.
And then the Ice Path lock him in. Nisha up into the air, Puppy goes down. Nisha, thanks to that Eul Scepter, actually didn't get hit by the stop while up on top lane. Zai finds his own target. It was the split pushing Drow Ranger who can't go invis, spends all the money before death. So at least it's efficient on that front.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize they also changed Devour so that you can digest 2 things at once. Even pythons can't do that.
Only got one throat.
Yeah.
But I suppose like you just push it down. Like I'm gonna keep this in my ass while the rest of it's in my throat.
I don't think snakes have asses.
What's the end? It's a tail.
Yeah.
Well, shake a tail feather. That's an ass.
I don't have feathers either. Stop. There's kids watching. You can't lie to them about biology. Here comes Dusa.
Oh, Nisha pushed in pretty deep. Now it's his own Hurricane Plague to come forward. Ice Path slowing him down. Remember, Ego still has that Chronosphere available, but that's why they jump in 3. Manastar tries to break free. Does he actually Chrono? He needs to do something right now. Yule Scepter up. He wants to time walk away, but he goes down. Doesn't cast a single ability. And now, with Void down for 70 seconds, with no buyback available, massive open wards can be committed to the bottom. This is 2 lanes of frags going the way of Secret. And in fact, a double stun on the back, tossing in the Darkseer. He puts on the Lotus Orb, but the damage has already been heavily done. Yapsor will be the one to find the kill, and Zai once more. He is so damn tanky. 2.6 AHP, 57 regen a second. He doesn't get killed.
This is perfect. Watch it. Look at the positioning too.
And
this is a 1-4. You just back up around the
GG.
Medusa. GG. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And
more net worth. Like, it's more than 1k net worth a minute.
Yeah, that is difficult in a 27-minute game. And I was mistaken about how far ahead Secret were according to the Dota probability.